Dear students, today we are going to discuss about the internal combustion engine module number 1. The presentation overview of the today classes focused on internal combustion engine, what is meant by IC engine or internal combustion engine. How we are going to classify the internal combustion engine. What are all the components are available inside the internal combustion engine? What is meant by two-stroke engine and four-stroke engine? This is here overview of the today classes. Now, what is meant by internal combustion engine? The burning of the fuel takes place inside the combustion chamber to producing the power. Such a engine is known as a internal combustion engine. The burning of fuel means the fuel may be a liquid fuel or gaseous fuel. The liquid fuel includes petrol, diesel, kerosene, or gaseous fuel includes CNG, LPG. So liquid fuel and gaseous fuel can start for burning inside a combustion chamber to producing the power is known as a internal combustion engine. Or burning takes place inside an engine is known as a internal combustion engine. So during the burning of fuel inside a combustion chamber is not visible for our eyes. So it's termed as a internal combustion engine. So when fuel is start for burning inside an engine, it can be producing a power. So internal combustion engine is also termed as a power developing machine. The purpose of the internal combustion engine is used for automobile. The automobile segment from the two-wheeler, three-wheeler, four-wheeler, light vehicle and heavy vehicle, all the places internal combustion engine used as a prime mover. Apart from this automobile, it can be used for agricultural purposes. It is used for pumping the water from river to land, agricultural land. It can be also used for power generation. Suppose we have a power cut problem, and these places they are used for diesel generator to generating the power. So diesel generator is a combination of two parts. One part is a engine part, another part is known as a generator part. The engine is start for converting the chemical energy of the fuel into mechanical energy. The mechanical energy power output from the crankshaft of an engine, it attached to a generator. The generator is producing the electricity. Apart from this power generation, it can be also used for defense application, etc. All the places whenever moving or stationary, or it can be used for internal combustion engine. How we are going to classify the internal combustion engine? So internal combustion engine is classified basically ignition and working cycle. So ignition means how we are going to ignite the fuel. When spark plug is used to ignite the fuel is known as a spark ignition engine. This ignition engine is work under the principle of Otto cycle. Using the compression, high compression ratio, and used to ignite injection of the fuel takes place inside an engine is known as a CI engine or compression ignition engine. Then according to the number of working cycles is divided as a two-stroke engine and a four-stroke engine. Then air intake system. There is a two types of an air intake system. One is a naturally aspirated engine. Another one is a supercharged engine. Then we are come to the method of fueling. In fuel means there is a two types of fuel generally used for the internal combustion engine. Around 75 to 80% of internal combustion engine is operating based on the petrol as well as a diesel. The petrol engine is also termed as a compression ignition engine, and diesel engine is also termed as a compression ignition engine. Then petrol engine is also termed as a spark ignition engine. So in compression ignition engine, there is a two method of injection takes place. One is known as a indirect injection engine, another one is a direct injection engine. In spark ignition engine, the method of fueling is known as with the help of a carburetor, with the help of a port injection. Then third one is known as a direct injection. So the fueling method is divided into three types for petrol engine, is known as carburetor method, port injection method, and direct injection method. In diesel engine or compression ignition engine, it can be divided into indirect injection and direct injection. Then you are come to the cooling, because the burning of the fuel takes place inside an engine. It can be producing the power. So burning can take places automatically, engines can start for heating. To prevent the overheating or prevent the seizing of an engine, the engine can be cooled with the help of a cooling system. There is two types of cooling system generally used in internal combustion engine. One is known as a air cooling system, another one is known as a liquid cooling system or water cooling system. These are all the classification of an internal combustion engine. Next. So, what are all the components are available inside an internal combustion engine? So, internal combustion engine, there is basically two types are available. One is known as a turbo engine, another one is known as a reciprocating engine. In this section, we are concentrated only for reciprocating engine, not for turbo engine. So in reciprocating engine, there is a reciprocation motion of the piston inside the cylinder. They can convert the reciprocation motion into rotation motion with the help of a connecting rod and a crankshaft. So this is known as a piston arrangement. This is a piston. The piston, this is a piston top. This is a piston bottom. This is known as a piston pin. Now this is part is known as a connecting rod. Then this assembly is known as a how the connecting rod is connected with the piston. Now piston pin is there. Piston is there. This is known as a connecting rod. So small end of the connecting rod is connecting the piston and the piston pin, or the piston pin used to connecting the small end of the connecting rod with the piston. Now this part is known as a camshaft. This is camshaft is used to opening and closing of the valve depending upon the timing. So inlet valve opening, inlet valve closing, exhaust valve opening and exhaust valve closing. This part we will discuss separately in a valve timing diagram. Next part, this is known as a valve. So every engine or every cylinder we have a two valve. One is known as a internal valve, inlet valve. Another one is known as a exhaust valve. Suppose a engine having a 3-cylinder engine, 3 into 2, there is a 6 valve. The engine is having the 4-cylinder engine, 4 into 2, that is equal to 8 valve. Minimum 2 valve, maximum 4 valve, depending upon the engine geometry, engine manufacturer design. So the valve is a device, it is located inside a cylinder head. It can be used to opening and closing of the valve for intake system and exhaust system. Now this part is known as a engine casing. So the engine is divided into 3 components. One is a top portion is known as a engine head, middle portion is known as a engine cylinder, and bottom portion is known as a oil casing. So this photographic is known as a exploded view of a internal combustion engine. Now this is known as a bottommost position of an engine cases. Now this is known as a backside view of a bottommost position of an engine. This is known as a cylinder head. Now within the assembly, we have a top portion is a cylinder cover. Then middle portion below the top portion we have a cylinder head. Now this portion is known as a cylinder. This portion is known as a bottom case or oil case. So one side of an engine is attached with the intake manifold. Another side is having the exhaust manifold. Intake manifold is supplying the air fuel, and exhaust side is attached to the burned gases can come out from an engine. Now, how they are going to assemble the engine? known as crankshaft, connecting rod, piston, valve arrangement, then arrangement of camshaft. Now we are connecting the crankshaft with the camshaft with the help of a timing chain or timing belt. When crankshaft is start for rotating, the valve will start for open and valve will start for closing. Then burning, this is known as a due to the firing order, the fuel has been burned, injection can be takes place. Assembling of an engine with the casings, cylinder cover, timing case cover, and the screw assemblies. This is known as a self-motor arrangement for cranking purpose. This is arrangement of fuel supply system from the head of an engine. Arrangement of timing chain. They can operate in the crankshaft with the camshaft. The belt is connected to the generator. Exhaust manifold cover. Cover the exhaust system with the help of the screw. Now the car engine is ready for attached to the vehicle. I think all are learn about the how the engines are assembly. Now we are come to the next part of the presentation is known as a two-stroke engine. Basically the engines are classified into number of working stroke. One is known as a two-stroke engine, another one is known as a four-stroke engine. So what is meant by two-stroke engine? What is the application of a two-stroke engine? Generally the four events: suction, compression, power, and exhaust. All the four events are completed with the one revolution of the crankshaft. Such a engine is known as a two-stroke engine. I repeat once again: the events like suction, compression, power, and exhaust, all the events are completed with the help of a one revolution, that is 360-degree rotation of a crankshaft. They can producing a one power stroke is known as a two-stroke engine. The two-stroke engines are used for automobile application also. The old model vehicles, let us start from the TVS 50, Mofa, Luna, Lambretta, Yamaha RS100, old model vehicle, TVS Suzuki, old model vehicle, then Indo Suzuki, old model vehicle, Kawasaki Bajaj, RDZ, old model vehicle, then SD, RDZ, old model vehicle. These are all the vehicles we are used for a two-stroke engine as a prime mover for vehicle. Now, the technology has been developed due to the stringent emission norms. Because of lot of emission from a two-stroke engine, it can be polluting the environmental and also creating a lot of health issues for burning of the fossil fuel, especially for two-stroke engine. The government now completely announced all the engine manufacturer to stop the production of a two-stroke engine. Now, all the manufacturer is focused on only for a four-stroke technology, but two-stroke technology is a excellent technology in terms of a power output, in terms of a easy maintenance, in terms of a quick starting comparable to other technology. Now, how the two-stroke engines are working, there is a small video.
Let's look at the principles of the two-stroke petrol engine. The two-stroke petrol engine is different from the four-stroke petrol engine. In a two-stroke engine, the inlet and exhaust ports are opened and closed by the movement of the piston. But it is still an internal combustion engine and has the 5 events common to all such engines. Intake occurs when the air-fuel mixture enters the crankcase. It's then transferred from the crankcase to above the piston. Compression, forcing the mixture into a small volume. Ignition, when the spark from the spark plug ignites the mixture and it burns. Power, where energy released by combustion generates the force that turns the crankshaft. And exhaust, removing leftover gases. As in all internal combustion engines, these 5 events must occur, but not always in the same way. The whole process is a cycle. A new mixture enters and is ignited. Combustion occurs. Expanding gases drive the piston down and turn the crankshaft, which pushes the piston back up the cylinder.
Now we are come to the four-stroke technology. But there is some problem in two-stroke engine. Only thing is it is not possible for producing a huge power. At the same time, it can also producing the huge amount of exhaust emission and also consuming the more amount of fuel. To overcome this problem, as an engineer, we are always think about in a positive direction for better fuel economy, better engine efficiency. The next phase of the development is known as a four-stroke technology. In four-stroke technology, there is a same 4 event: suction, compression, power, and exhaust. So all the 4 events are completed by the 2 revolution of the crankshaft. Such a engine is known as a four-stroke engine. I repeat once again: suction 180 degree, compression 180 degree. That is 1 revolution is completed. Power 180 degree, exhaust 180 degree. That is another 1 revolution. That is 2 revolution of the crankshaft can producing the 1 power stroke. Such a engine is known as a four-stroke engine. So the four-stroke engines are now available for all the two-wheeler manufacturer. Let us start from the two-wheeler manufacturer, four-wheeler manufacturer, three-wheeler manufacturer. All the prime movers now focused on only for four-stroke technology. This technology is an efficient technology in terms of highest mileage or optimized mileage. So in four-stroke technology, the complete burning of the fuel, that is complete burning, is around 60 to 75% of the fuel can be converted into energy. So in four-stroke engine is giving a better mileage comparable to two-stroke engine. In four-stroke engine is giving a better economy. Economy means in terms of fuel economy is more compared to two-stroke engine. The four-stroke engine is also producing a very less emission compared to two-stroke engine. The main advantage of the four-stroke engine is better fuel efficiency, high power output, and less emission comparable to two-stroke engine. But there is some positive, some negative for four-stroke engine comparable to two-stroke engine. For final objective, our motto, as a mechanical engineer motto, as a IC engine person motto, they are concentrated on two things. One is known as a fuel economy. Second is known as a reduced emission. So the engine manufacturer, all are focused on the four-stroke technology because of the energy crisis, fuel crisis, environmental problem. Now all are focused on four-stroke technology. Now all the manufacturer for automobile and the agriculture engine manufacturer, then defense vehicle manufacturer, all are focused on only for four-stroke technology because of the fuel economy as well as a reduced emission from the engine. Now, how they are going to work for four-stroke engine?
Today, the internal combustion engine is used in motorcycles, automobiles, boats, trucks, aircraft, ships, heavy-duty machinery and power generators. A four-stroke engine is an internal combustion engine in which the piston completes four separate strokes: intake, compression, power, and exhaust during two separate revolutions of the engine's crankshaft, and one single thermodynamic cycle. Let's take a look at the basic internal parts of a four-stroke engine. Inside the engine block, there is a crankshaft. Piston rods are attached to crankshaft. Pistons are attached to the piston's rods. As the crankshaft turns, it causes the lifter to make each piston move up and down. At the top of the crankshaft there is a camshaft which is connected to the crankshaft by a timing belt. While the crankshaft is making the pistons move up and down, the camshaft is turning, making the valves to open and close. Let's now take a look at how the combustion creates pistons motion. First, intake stroke. The inlet valve is opened, and the fuel-air mixture is drawn in, as the piston travels down. Second, compression stroke. The inlet valve is closed, and the piston travels back up the cylinder, compressing the fuel-air mixture. Just before piston reaches the top of its compression stroke, a spark plug emits a spark, to combust the fuel-air mixture. Third, combustion stroke. The piston is now forced down by the pressure wave of the combustion, of the fuel-air mixture. The engine's power is derived from this cycle. Fourth, exhaust stroke. The exhaust valve is opened, and the piston travels back up, expelling the exhaust gases through the exhaust valve. At the top of the stroke the exhaust valve is closed. This process is repeated. What had been presented is the cycle of operation of one cylinder, of a four-stroke engine. Generally engines have two or more cylinders acting in concert with each other to produce the engine power.
Dear students, now I am going to recap the today presentation. Once again. First, we have discussed about the overview of the presentation. Then we have discussed about the what is meant by internal combustion engine, that is burning of the fuel takes place inside an engine is known as internal combustion engine. It is a positive engine under the category of thermodynamics. Then it can be used for automobile, agricultural, power generation and different application, etc. These are all the classification based upon the ignition system, working principle, then fueling system, air intake system and cooling system. Now, this slide shows what are all the components are available inside an internal combustion engine. It will start from the piston rings, circlip, piston pin, crankshaft, connecting rod. Then we are going for valve there is a two-valve, inlet valve and exhaust valve, arrangement of valve inside a cylinder. Then this is the exploded view of an engine. Then we are discussed about how their engine is assembly with the help of a video. Then we are focused on two-stroke engine, how our two-stroke engines are working, application of the two-stroke engine, then how these two-stroke engines are working, then what is meant by four-stroke engine, what is the application of the four-stroke engine, how the four-stroke engines are working. These are all the components we are discussing in these classes. I request everyone stay safe. Thank you for your patient listening for the last 20 minutes related to internal combustion engine. Stay in touch, safe, stay in safe. Thank you very much. Thank you one and all for joining these classes.